Hey everyone, just driving on my way to visit my sister. She's about 15-20 minutes away. Thought I'd do a video because I'm probably about 10 minutes away from my house right now, and I've already gone through 3 police radar checkpoints, or whatever, just radar traps. In Edmonton right now in Western Canada, I think it's +7 today, and it's not really sunny. It's kind of cloudy, but it was really sunny and +11 yesterday. So whenever the weather gets nice and it's not raining or snowing, the police come out full force and make as much money as they can between laser radar, photo radar, and just roving radar in their cars. And I speed, not too much, but I speed, and because I drive so much, I tend to know where all the usual radar traps are. So I haven't gotten a ticket in a while. Which is kind of the topic right now, is, well, the weather for one thing. What's it like where you are? Like I said, right now it's like +7. It's been a long, cold winter. When I was in the hot tub last night talking to the wife, we were discussing how long winter has been, and we figured out it's been almost 6 months to the day that it's been really crappy weather, snow that just won't go away. You get one day of warmth and then it just comes right back. And I know right now in Eastern Canada, in Ontario, Toronto, they're having some really bad ice storms and power outages all over the place. I think Steve Robb had said that his power is out where he is right now in Ontario. And yeah, so I guess it could be worse here. And I was talking to someone online yesterday about they rent RVs out of Kamloops, BC, British Columbia, and they were saying the weather's beautiful there, green grass, flowers starting to pop out and everything. So yeah, check them out. I'll put a link below. That's Little RV Rentals. They rent RVs to people in Western Canada. Sounds like a great company. I haven't used them yet, but I'll put a link to them down below. What's the weather like where you're at? It seems like every video I watch, it usually starts off with someone talking about how shitty the weather is, and it's been really crappy everywhere. It seems winter just won't let go. It's hanging on. It's snowing. It's cold, and I don't know. Like I said yesterday, we seem to have some sort of break from winter, but then it's coming back. They're predicting for this upcoming week for us here up to 20 centimeters of snow, and for you Americans, 20 centimeters is like 8 feet or something. It's quite a bit. Yeah, so what's the weather like there? Anyway, back to what I started talking about, radar. Is radar as bad where you live? I know us in Edmonton here, the city I live, are always complaining about radar and photo radar, how it's ridiculous, especially photo radar. And we have red light cameras that sit on top of the lights and catch people running red lights. I have zero problem with that. Way too many people just see, the end of a yellow as oh, I've got 2 blocks to go, I can hurry up and make it through it, and they're not even close. I've come close to being hit so many times by people trying to make it through a red light in a hurry. It's just nuts. So I have no problem with those cameras, but photo radar I do, because it doesn't teach anybody a lesson. They don't learn to not speed. It just finds them. It's like a tax on speeding. And I hear a lot of people say, well, that's easily solved. Don't speed and you won't get the ticket. Yeah, that's true, somewhat true, but they set up places where, right in construction zones, we have a lot of construction going on right now in Edmonton, and there's places where within a 1 kilometer, which is about 75 miles stretch, they'll give you, the speed limit will change like 5 times. It'll go from 100 down to 80, down to 60, down to 50, and then back up to 80 again, back to 50. It's just ridiculous. And the signs aren't very clear. There's a lot of areas with construction where the signs aren't very clear, and sometimes you have to go that speed limit when construction's on, and do you know if there's people there, etc., etc. So it's really just a grab. It's cash grab. And a lot of communities around us have done away with photo radar for that very reason. But our city council just keeps hanging on to it because they need the money. They overspend ridiculously on all silly pet projects like the stupid transit system they're pushing through. And they've divided up our downtown. They've taken away half the lanes to put up bike lanes, secluded bike lanes, in a city that has winter 6 months of the year that nobody's riding a bicycle. It's just nuts. I could go rant on and on and on for that. My wife gets tired of hearing me. That's part of the reason I don't read the newspaper or watch the news that much anymore, because there's never anything good there. It just makes me angry. So I don't bother. I mean, if there's something important enough, I'll find out. I see what's going on. I check the news on my phone and online and stuff, so it's not like I'm out of the loop or anything. But just the day-to-day stuff, politics and shit, I try to stay out of. Yeah, so that was my kind of topic today, was photo radar. Do you have photo radar in your city? What do you think of it? Laser radar, nobody likes radar. But I approve of radar, any kind of radar in school zones. Nobody should be speeding in school zones. Now, having said that, our city council has decided that instead of only having radar in school zones while school is in, such as I think they were from 7:30 in the morning till 4:30 in the afternoon, that's when you would get a ticket. You'd have to go 30 kilometers an hour, which is like 95 miles an hour. And so you got a pretty good ticket if you sped in a school zone, and rightfully so. There's children around, and children they wander off into the streets and get hit by a car. Nobody wants that. But now they've seen fit to call school zones playground zones, and so 24 hours a day you have to go 30 kilometers an hour. Winter, summer, even when school's out, like when there's no school in session during summer holidays or spring break or Christmas vacation. Now, on Christmas vacation at midnight, how many children are going to be playing in that park? Yet if you don't drop down to 30 kilometers an hour, you're still going to get a $250 ticket. It just seems ludicrous to me, absolutely ludicrous. And they say, well, it's not a cash grab, it's a safety issue. That's a cash grab. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on photo radar in your city or town or village or wherever it is you live, and what, if you have it, what do you think about it? And that's about it. I'm probably about 5 minutes away from getting to my sister's place, picking up something. She's got a furniture store she owns, and somebody had made her something. She's very vague on the details, and they're doing some renovations in her store, and she wants to get rid of it, so she asked me if I wanted it, and I said, I don't know, sure. So I'm just headed out there to see what it is and take it off her hands, and if nothing else, I'll just hold it until they're done the renovations and give it back to her. So, yeah. Jesus, people are driving like maniacs. Anyway, Kate, thanks for watching. It's been swell talking to you. We should do this more often. Have a great day. I hope the weather's good where you are and not shitty like where Steve is and people in Ontario and everywhere else I hear that's really shitty. I hope it's good where you are. Have a great day.